everyone, welcome to the course on planning and organizing activities for the elderly. I am teacher Cao Jie. In the last class, we studied understanding, planning, and organizing activities for the elderly. Today, let's proceed to Project 2, Section 2.2, Writing an Activity Proposal for the Elderly. We will explore this topic from two aspects. First, the structure and requirements for writing an activity proposal for the elderly. Second, the steps for writing an activity proposal for the elderly. First, let's look at the first part, the structure and requirements of a proposal. A complete activity proposal for the elderly typically includes 15 elements. First is the cover page of the activity proposal. It should clearly state the full name of the activity. It should specify what activity is being planned. Second is the title. The title usually consists of a main title and a subtitle. The main title reflects the central theme or purpose of the activity. The subtitle includes the basic part and the qualifying part. Third is the activity background. This section can include a basic introduction to the activity, the reasons for holding it, the impact on the organizing unit, and the relevant purposes and motivations. Fourth are the activity objectives. It should explain the characteristics of the activity. It should analyze the feasibility of meeting the elderly's needs and achieving the activity objectives. Finally, it should clearly state what goals are to be achieved. Specifically, there are 3 types of activity objectives. The first type is behavioral objectives. These are objectives stated in terms of observable and measurable behaviors of the elderly. The second type is generative objectives. These are objectives formed during the activity process. They emphasize the process of the elderly participating in the activity. They are goals generated through the interaction between participants, organizers, and the activity context. The third type is expressive objectives. They emphasize individuality. They aim to stimulate the enthusiasm of the elderly. These objectives are more common in appreciation activities, literary, creation, or intellectual activities. Fifth is the activity theme. It refers to the central idea of the activity. The theme must be distinct and prominent, and it should be expressible in concise language. Sixth are the participants. They are usually described as the elderly from a certain community or institution. Depending on the characteristics of different activities, this can be further specified. For example, the recommended age, physical condition, social background, etc. of the participants can be described. Seventh are the organizing units, including the organizer, the executive unit, and the co-organizers. The order should be first the organizer, then the executive unit, and finally the co-organizers. Eighth is the activity time. In addition to indicating the start time of the activity, the times for various stages and the end time can also be specified. Ninth is the activity venue. It should specify the registration location and the main activity venue. If there are sub-activities, the locations of the sub-venues should also be indicated. Tenth are the activity supplies. It should state when and where, what kind of environment setup, and which items are needed. 11th is the activity process. It covers all work arrangements before, during, and after the activity. Specifically, it includes the activity, schedule, participants, and expected outcomes. Next, let's study the 12th item in detail through a table, writing the activity process. The activity process includes 3 stages before, during, and after the activity. For example, the post-activity process can include collecting media coverage, articles and videos, sharing photos and videos in the family group, writing an activity summary and reporting it. 13th is personnel arrangement. Personnel can be assigned according to different activity segments. For example, on-site photographer, food preparation, sound and lighting, host, activity guide, venue setup, etc. 14th is the budget. It should be formulated based on the actual needs and specific circumstances of the activity. 15th are the remarks. This section can include many important points. For example, safety matters provide clear suggestions regarding safety issues during the activity. For example, risk analysis, pre-consider potential economic policy, natural safety, and other risks. Clear risk mitigation opinions should also be proposed. For example, benefit prediction. Make a forward-looking prediction of the proposal to help investors and clients make implementation decisions. Additionally, there are 2 more important parts. 16th is the signature block. It should include the planner's name and the date the document was finalized. 17th are the appendices. List the documents submitted along with the proposal. Appendices should be numbered for easy reference. Next, let's look at the second part, the steps for writing a proposal. There are 7 steps in total. Step 1, write the proposal outline. Step 2, list the specific content for each part. Step 3, check if the contents of each chapter is balanced. Step 4, after adjustments, finalize the content distribution. Step 5, write the first draft of the proposal. Step 6, formally write the proposal. Step 7, create the cover page. This concludes the lesson for Project 2, Section 2.2, Writing an Activity Proposal for the Elderly. Thank you for listening.